The term metaverse is used in general to describe some aspects of the future internet. But beyond the hype, these technologies are creating believable virtual and physical worlds. There will inevitably be issues in the actual world as more people move to the metaverse to work, play, and live. Racism. Experts are becoming more concerned about racism in the metaverse. When it comes to hiring women or people of color, the IT industry as a whole has come under fire for its lack of inclusivity. Experts currently predict that this lack of diversity will negatively affect both the user experience and the growth of the metaverse. Historically, CEOs of digital firms and products have tended to be primarily white men. But if this pattern persists, it might help to keep minorities and people of color the target of online hate. They provide large-scale platforms that can be utilized by those who wish to hurt others. In a different UNESCO study, it was similarly found that a lack of diversity in the teams creating our everyday technology is the root cause of many issues in the tech sector. Unconscious bias sometimes isn't malicious. It's also reinforced because people aren't aware that it exists. Internet users and gamers are more exposed to racial language, abuse, and discrimination, according to research. Furthermore, despite the issue's widespread nature, little is done to address it. Prostitution. Prostitution might flourish in the metaverse, enabling fantasies that aren't safe or even permitted in the actual world. Instead of doing custom content, people will create custom experiences. Noel Perdue told the media outlet, "The opportunities for exploring fetish and kinks' more fantastical aspects are endless in virtual reality. Many fetishes, such as giantess fetish, hypnotism, or other fantastical niche needs, are impossible to replicate in the real world. In a way that is impossible in reality, virtual reality offers such a fantastic possibility to genuinely be in those imaginations." Some analysts predict that sex work will dominate the metaverse just as it did in the internet. This may now be possible because of work being done by Mark Zuckerberg's Meta on the metaverse. Their goal is to achieve almost Disney levels of safety, according to Andrew Bosworth, his lead of virtual reality. On various platforms, the sex industry is already present in the metaverse. There are several advantages to the metaverse, which may become as prevalent as sex in the actual world. Sex is a natural part of life for all of us, whether it occurs in the metaverse or not. It doesn't matter how you look in the metaverse, and users can even make that decision. People who are self-conscious about their appearance during sex may find this to be very helpful and decide to use the metaverse more frequently. People in the long-distance relationship might engage in more metaverse sex than actual sex in order to maintain their physical connection. People will simply have a particular preference for how they want to get their freak on in the metaverse. Bad education. Experts have grown more concerned about the impact of the metaverse on children. After suggestions that schools be relocated into virtual worlds, experts have warned that the metaverse poses a danger to kids' safety. There are various concerns concerning the use of virtual platforms in education as tech companies construct their metaverses. Experts are now, however, warning of the serious harm that could be done to children and the future of education as a result. What risks does the metaverse pose to children? Children who use the metaverse run current and potential hazards. The group first highlights the physiological risk that children may experience from the metaverse, such as nausea, eye strain, and other type of cyber sickness. The business then discusses how the gathering of non-verbal information, such as facial and eye movements, may breach children's privacy. Young users' sensitive biometric data could be used for commercial benefit, enabling ad companies to track and target their inner desires through involuntary physical reactions. Moreover, common sense identified manipulation and incorrect information are important issues. Bad actors can more easily convince, deceive, and control others thanks to immersive, one-to-one nature of the metaverse. It's frightening to think about the deceitful potential of bots, deep fakes, and AR-altered worlds, especially for teens who may have problems telling what or who is real. According to studies, many users, 36% of men and 49% of women, have encountered sexual harassment on VR platforms. Furthermore, according to a peer-reviewed article in Psychology Today, spending too much time online has been connected to a variety of mental health conditions like melancholy, psychoticism, and paranoid thoughts. The integration of the metaverse with education will demand a separate moderating approach, according to Meta's Global Affairs President Nick Clegg. Fraud. In the future, Mark Zuckerberg predicts that we will spend the majority of our time in the metaverse, but security experts are concerned that fraud could undermine public confidence in a virtual reality. Future frauds in the metaverse may involve hackers wearing your skin, virtual reality realms that can be accessed online or using a VR headset are collectively referred to as the metaverse. Through a VR headset, where other players appear as personalized avatars, the experience is more immersive. Buddies can still be recognized, but it's not ideal. In the metaverse, a hacker may assume your identity or trick you into carrying out a fraudulent act. According to Goldberg, the metaverse is much scarier than the internet. In the metaverse, impersonation and identity theft frauds are considerably more pervasive, deceptive, and offensive, not to do harm to one's reputation or finances. Digital skepticism is currently at a high level. If you receive a call from an unknown number, you know it's definitely spam. In the contrast, if someone in your network gets hacked in the metaverse, the hacker may appear in front of you there, wearing that person's virtual identity. At this point, you may believe you are talking with a friend, but in reality, it is a stranger with malicious intent. In addition, in engaging in fraud, wearing the skins allows you to engage in other potentially dangerous activities that wouldn't be possible online. Addicted to engagement. The algorithms used by Meta or determine what content you see are the source of its negative effects. The algorithms were created to increase the company's profitability, but they also promote the spread of false information. As a result, low-quality content that receives a bump in visibility may receive more attention than it otherwise would. Even worse, anyone looking to disseminate false information can use this dynamic. People that want to control the information market have constructed false networks and made bogus accounts, including trolls and social media bots. They have saturated the network to make it seem like a political idea or candidate is well liked, fooling both platforms' algorithms and users' cognitive biases at the same time. Kneecapping teen girls' self-esteem. The harm that Meta's Instagram social media platform, especially for teenage girls, causes adolescents is one of the most upsetting facts. According to Christia Spears Brown, a psychologist at the University of Kentucky, Instagram can cause kids to objectify themselves by making them focus on how their bodies look to others. Additionally, it could cause kids to compare themselves unreasonably to famous people and Photoshop photographs of their classmates. Fudging the numbers of harm. Unsurprisingly, despite the revelations in the stolen internal emails, Meta has rebuffed accusations of harm. The corporation contends that the overall picture from all research on harm is unclear, and that research it has conducted demonstrates that its platforms do not create harm in the manner that many researchers have suggested. The smaller but still significant groups of persons who are in danger cannot be found through this type of investigation. The tale of the distribution. The fact that a wide range of human experiences must be quantified in specific steps makes this situation worse. Hiding the numbers of information. Proof of the propagation of false information can also be lost without the context of another type of math, such as fractions, just as evidence of emotional and psychological harm can be lost in averages. Despite significant efforts to track false information on social media, the size of the issue cannot be determined without knowing the total number of posts that social media users view daily. And Meta doesn't provide researchers with access to that information. What are your thoughts about the video? Do you still consider Metaverse a great aspect of the future internet? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel Metaverse for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video. Bye!